And yes, people, we are back for another podcast. Welcome. If you are joining, Alex Griffin will be joining very soon. Joe Stewart is actually not coming on tonight. He's actually busy with a client and whatnot, so he won't actually be joining us tonight. So it will just be me and, of course, Mr. Griffin himself, Alex. And hopefully everyone's okay. And obviously, come over, to enjoy this one tonight. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a special one. As I say, it's a big podcast. The main man, the main vlogger for Ipswich Town, one of the biggest names when it comes to Ipswich Town and the vloggers. Alex Griffin is on tonight. So listen, I listen to everybody that obviously tells me about people that obviously want to be on the channel and etc. And I've listened and I've waited. Third podcast we've had Andy Campbell, Frank Drew, and now Ipswich Town's biggest vlogger. Can I add? Probably he's the biggest vlogger in League One. Let me put it out there right now. One of the biggest inside the championship. When Ipswich Town were inside the championship, Alex Griffin is on with us tonight. So cheers for everyone tuning in tonight. Get your comments in. If you've got anything to ask me or Alex, remember, leave inside the comment section. And of course, listen, I will get to it at some point. We've been live for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm asking Alex literally everything about his life, about his love for Ipswich Town, his love for vlogging, and literally everything to do with Alex Griffin is getting asked tonight. So like I say, if you're interested in asking a question, please do comment it inside the comment box. Thank you for tuning in. Try and get at least 100 likes on this one. Why can't we get 100 likes on this one? And as I say, Alex Griffin's coming in very soon, and we are looking very much forward to this one. So I cannot wait for this one to start. I really can't. I hope everyone's all right out there. We are just waiting for Alex, though, and I say it will be here very soon. So get some comments in. Alex will be here very soon. Yes, Jack, I'm actually going to promote this one myself, just quickly on my Instagram. Let everybody know, listen, the boys are here. We are live podcast. Let's go. Let's promote this one quickly. Nope. All right, we'll just wait for Griffin. Big Griffin door. And he'll be here very soon. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Getting ready for the stream. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a good one as well. Then people that obviously know Alex Griffin on the screen, listen, I know him pretty personally, right? I've been a big friend of his for a long time now. Believe it or not, when I did know Alex, he only had 2K subs, and now he's got 13. So get on that, bad boy. A few Ipswich Town fans obviously joined us here. Gracie said hello, and so Turbotic and of course Jack Hunter as well. It's a tractor boy. Does he have a tractor? I don't know, actually. You have to ask him, Jack. That's a good question. That's a good question to ask him. I can see him, though. He's like literally down here. So obviously, listen, as soon as he's ready, I'll enter the stream. But listen, I'm very excited for this one. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Listen, the podcast and the Borough Show are two separate things. And of course, on these podcasts, I only want to bring the very best names to these podcasts. That's why I've only ever done 3 in about 3 months. I don't want to bring just names for the sake of it. I only want to bring on people that I know are genuine and actually want to speak about their life, their careers, etc. Hence why I've had 2 ex-footballers, and now I've got one of the biggest YouTubers, if not the biggest YouTuber in League One. Good friend of mine, brother, Alex Griffin. Be here very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait and see. And once it's added, people, it's going to go off. Get me? It's going to go mental. It's going to go mental. Do not diss this either. Lovely girlfriend made it for me. Alicia and me. There you go, A.J. Don't diss it. Little thing for the background, you know what I mean? But listen, who is ready for Alex Griffin? Let's get some comments in. Who is ready for the Griffin to join the stream? I want to see the comments, ladies and gents. I want to see people saying, I am ready for Griffin. Comment it. I'm ready for Griffin. Get some likes in it as well. Let's get at least 100 likes tonight. But who is ready for Griffin to join the stream? We aren't getting him on until you guys are ready and I see some people. Here he is.
Hey, we're here.
How are we? The main man, Alex Griffin, on the podcast.
Mate,
I'm saying then, Alex Griffin, right? One of the biggest vloggers in League One, if not the biggest vlogger in League One. When Ipswich got relegated, he was on the rise to becoming one of the biggest YouTubers inside the championship. It wasn't for Villa on tour, and of course myself. But Alex Griffin is here. Biggest. I think, well, I would say that Alex Griffin is definitely the biggest vlogger in League One. I don't see a channel touching it at the moment. One of the many sticks of the offsiders.
Yeah, you could say that, mate. You could say that. It's
right.
Mate, it's a pleasure to be on the channel. I think this is the first time, or maybe the second time I've been on your channel, but it's nice to be live so we can actually interact, we can talk, we can have a chat, we can talk to the comments. I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Listen, right, it's absolute honour to have you on, Alex. I mean, for me, it's a bit different. It's like whenever I've had ex-footballers on, I don't know them on a personal level, but people listen. I know Alex on a personal level. Like me and him have had fallouts. We call each other names.
Yeah,
we fought a lot.
we have fallen out, right? And we won't get into that because
I don't know though. At some point, maybe we could get into that.
We could do.
Me and Alex, right? Listen, just to put into context, I first met Alex Griffin at Norwich away. He came to me with his little vlogging camera, and his mate.
It wasn't even a camera. It was my phone. It was like an iPhone.
It was I believe Joe Brett, if that's his name.
Yeah, it is.
I only know because Joe, right, the other day checked out my Instagram story and didn't bother following me. But listen, that is what it is. But Alex Griffin came to me at Norwich away and said, AJ, I watched Brother Fan TV. I've been doing this, been doing that. I'm probably going to win. And I said, of course we're going to beat Norwich. Got beat 1-0. Alex came on.
I was fuming, mate.
And like I say, that was it for that then. I don't think I got a number or anything after that night. We then go and play Ipswich. I don't think you came up to me at the 2-2. We played Ipswich away, final game of the season. I don't think you bothered me that night. I should say that actually afternoon. Yeah. And then, of course, I think it was the year after. Obviously, the bad year for bad. I wouldn't say bad year for Norwich City, and bad year for Ipswich Town. Yeah. Relegation season, which I was actually gutted the fact that it even went down because I remember telling you how gutted I was for you. Yeah. And that was the year that Alex Griffin thought, do you know what it is? I need to know who A.J.T is. I need to know who Alex Griffin is. It comes round the corner, I think with his mum holding his camera, and he had all the microphone. AJ, can I get an interview? And Fusion Josh was there as well. So I forget Fusion Josh was there.
Yeah. So I think what it was when we first met, it was mental how we met. I was in Norwich for the weekend with Joe Brett. I think you obviously said his name a minute ago, but I was in Norwich for the weekend, and I thought, let's go to Middlesbrough Norwich. Why not? Let's sit in the Middlesbrough end with the Middlesbrough fans for a bit of banter, for a laugh. It's a football game. Ipswich weren't playing that day. And I'll tell you what, a funny story, AJ. I don't think I've ever told you this.
No, you never told me this.
I got to Norwich on the Friday night.
Yes.
I got the blimming tickets for the game.
Typical Griffin. Typical
Griffin thing. And my mum and dad brought the tickets up. They came all the way up to Norwich, brought me the tickets, and went to the game. Obviously, I was gutted that you lost because I can't stand Norwich. But besides that, it was a quality weekend. And after the game, I saw someone getting interviewed, and it was you who was being interviewed. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, YouTube, it's got to be something to do with like vlogging, interviewing. I was interested straight away. So I walked over. I can remember getting an interview, but it didn't go up because I was swearing.
Actually, I don't even know why I never went up. I don't actually know why I never didn't go up.
It was, I was livid. I was swearing away, so they didn't upload it. And I remember you went on it, and I think we might have had a chat, and we might have just spoke about
I think a brief one, yeah.
Then after that, I don't think we spoke. And then I don't know. I think then how we started speaking was through Fusion Josh.
Yeah.
You came to an Ipswich game. Well, obviously, it's Borough, wasn't it? And he came.
Borough Ipswich.
I think I interviewed you both, and since then I followed you on Instagram. Yeah. We got to know each other. We started speaking, and we've come a long way, AJ.
Started FaceTime me every day, by the way, Griffin. I remember it went on for about 3 months. Every single day was a FaceTime. Alex Griffin. Now I was like, hang on a minute, this kid's actually all right. And then, of course, it's mental because when I look at your progression, it makes me so happy as a friend. I'm not even lying. I met Alex Griffin, right, when he was on 2.26K. See, I remember these things. Like, this is facts of a friendship.
2.26.
I met you then, eh?
2.26K.
Yeah. I'm not even joking. I still remember the bloody screenshot I made. And I wasn't even on 1,000. I was like 800 and something. And you was like, AJ, keep the grind. I got to 1,000. And then all of a sudden you went to 5K. And then it was 8K. And then, but watching you progress on YouTube since knowing you has made me so happy because I can see how much it actually means to you dedication-wise. Like, not to tell the viewers how much money you've actually spent on stuff, but like, you've spent like a fair bit of money on the setup, on the cameras, on the microphones, on the away games, on the travel. I mean, listen, right? You went from Ipswich to Blackpool in one day. Do you know what I mean? Not many people do these things.
I'll tell you what I did do. It was mental. So on a Friday night, obviously, if you don't know, I went to Norwich City versus Leicester.
Yes.
That was on the Friday night, and then in the morning after, I was up at 6 a.m. for Blackpool away, and it was just a heavy weekend. It was crazy.
The true Fox is in here tonight as well. He's just commented, so he is in here tonight. Alex, watch us. But Alex, let me tell. So now we've had a bit of a briefing, behind the reason, why me and you met and whatnot. I want to talk all about Alex Griffin, all about your life, away from the sort of football stuff as well.
Yeah,
that's why you're here. This is why you're on the podcast. One day, hopefully, the famous A.J.T podcast. Alex, let's take it right back, right? So you were born from Mama Griffin, and was it straight out of the womb? The Ipswich scarf went round your neck, and that was it.
I was out of the womb, yeah. No. She was cut open out the tummy, mate.
Right, yeah, no worries. I mean, it's all right. I say, tell everyone that. I mean, cheers, Mama Griff. And then, like, tell me, right? So, what was it? What was your first ever footballing experience? We're from Ipswich Town, or was it Ipswich Town? Was that your first ever footballing experience?
Mate, I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember. It was so long ago. I think it would have been at Ipswich Town in the family stand with my mum, with my dad, with my brother. It was us four as a family going to Ipswich Town games, and I think the first game I went to was probably when I was about 8 or 9 years old. Can't remember who we played. It was so long ago, and I wish I knew who the first game was that I went and saw, because if I could go back and look at all the games I've been to, it would just be so cool to see. But
yeah.
We used to go to the football as a family. We'd have our halftime snack. It was really nice.
Yeah.
And, do you want me to talk about my whole journey through going to the Town games?
Listen, mate, as this goes on, you know what I mean? I will ask you more questions, but I'm always interested to find out why on earth somebody fell in love with the beautiful game. And what was it that made you, you know what I mean, choose football as your most favourite sport? What made you actually fall in love with Ipswich Town? What was it?
So for me, it was my granddad had a big part in my life with the whole sport of football. Because when I was younger, I was about 4 years old, and he'd always play football with me in his garden, and it was really, really nice. Me and my granddad and my grandma, we've got such a really, really strong relationship.
Yeah.
When I was young, about 4 or 5 years old, my granddad would always take me out in his garden, and he'd just kick a ball about with me. And I think I got football. That's what started it for me. I fell in love with football through that, and ever since that, I went on. In school, I joined football clubs. I joined the football school team. At high school, I could go on for hours talking about football, mate. Because honestly, I could die for it. I could honestly die for it. I wouldn't change anything for football. So yeah, for me,
it's
my granddad and my brother really play a big part in that.
Big
Lukey Griffin.
Like I say, I know right how much you love football. I know how much you love Ipswich, mate. It's mental. And I remember when they went down. I remember you phoning me, mate. You nearly in tears that day, mate. You were gutted. What was that like, though? I mean, so I guess that's like your first ever sort of relegation with Ipswich Town, then. Is it your first ever one?
Mate, the thing is with Ipswich, right? I'm 21 years old, and we were in the Championship for about 17 years, 18 years.
Yeah.
And I don't think any other football fan realises what Town fans have had to go through, because you're 26, AJ. You've seen promotions, you've seen relegations, you've seen
twice too. Yeah.
You've probably seen all sorts of things as a Borough fan, but with me,
I've seen heartbreak at a European Cup final. Travelled to different countries, drove through Belgium, get whacked up 4-0 by Seville. Mate. I've been there. I've seen them bad times.
With Ipswich, it's been 18 years of constant Championship football. And don't get me wrong, there's been so many highs. Like, there was a year where we had Mick McCarthy, we got playoffs. There were so many quality away days.
You know what it is? That year, though, when Norwich beat you, I was so good for Ipswich. I was so good.
Mate,
I wanted you in the Premier League so bad.
Yeah. And that was the playoff year you're talking about. And that was bad. But I tell you what, mate, we played Norwich. It was a couple of years ago. It's about 2 or 3 years ago now. We played Norwich away. It was at Carrow Road. And I think everyone remembers this game. It was on TV. It was absolute carnage. Luke Chambers scored in the 90th minute. You're laughing. It winds me up because honestly, that moment I can't describe it. I genuinely felt like I'd won the lottery. I was I can't explain it, mate. It was
unreal. But listen, it's passion. Get it out there. It's passion, isn't it?
Mate, it is passion. And as soon as we scored that 90th minute goal, I was like, "We've done it! We've done it! We've beaten Norwich!" And I was absolutely buzzing. And the 95th minute came. They went and scored a header. It was mate, I'll start crying if I talk about it because I
remember watching the vlog, mate. I remember watching the vlog and seeing your fans like jumping over seats and like getting crushed on the floor and everything.
Yeah, mate,
it was a mental time.
It was undescribable. That game was just full of so many emotions, and obviously I wouldn't change it now because I can't. The doorbell's ringing. But yeah, it was crazy. I thought we'd done it, but there's going to come a time, mate, very soon. We'll beat Norwich, and it's going to feel better than ever.
Is there a proper, like, I know some people don't like to, talk about derbies and say, Norwich Ipswich isn't a massive derby, but, like, there is, like, genuine, like, a massive, massive rivalry and a massive hatred there, isn't there? Between the both sets of supporters.
I'd say it's an underrated derby. I think neutrals don't really know as much as obviously the fans do. We're all very local fans. Norwich fans are obviously they all live in Norwich. You might get a few tourist fans that live somewhere else in the country or in the world.
I used to work with one.
Yeah, most of our fans are all locals, and we are all die-hard fans, and that's why the rivalry is so big, because our fans hate each other, and I don't think other neutral fans really see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I do miss derbies. We haven't been in the Championship for a good 2-3 years. Norwich are in the Premier League. It's up and down at the moment. We don't really know when we're going to be playing them next, because obviously the whole lockdown getting to a lot of people as well. So it is a shame. But yeah, we've been through a lot, man. There is a rivalry there.
Oh, big time. I mean, I suppose the one thing for me that sort of made me think, is this even a derby? I remember seeing a picture one year, right? And I don't know why. Do you know what I'm going to say? The other Norwich fans and Ipswich fans sat next to each other with no stewards. What was all that about?
That I know it's stupid, I know, but that's our family stand. We didn't have much policing for that game, so they stupidly decided to not put any. Well, like, they hardly put any stewards in the stand for that game, and they were all like our old fans, our elderly fans, and I don't know why. To be honest, it is a bit embarrassing, but that a lot of people obviously saw that and oh no, that's not a derby, but really, they don't know the other half of the story.
No, of course not. And as I say, going back as we were, what was your favourite ever Ipswich Town moment? Was it Luke Chambers scoring at Norwich? I mean, what was your favourite ever moment?
It's hard to say, mate, because there's been a lot of moments. In terms of the moment itself, 100%. 100%. When Luke Chambers scored, I thought we'd won. I thought we'd beaten Norwich in the 90th minute.
Yeah.
And it's carnage, mate. I felt amazing. I felt on top of the world. But I'm going to have to give you another game, mate, because obviously we drew that game and close.
I remember watching the game against Arsenal in the Cup, and literally the roof of Portman Road came off when you scored that goal. It went immense. I remember watching that on Sky.
Mate, that was mate, I'm thinking about that was crazy. Another game I absolutely loved was Millwall away. Every fan loves Millwall away. It's always going to be dirty. There's probably going to be scraps, but I'm not about that. I'm about having fun with your mates and enjoying the just making memories. We played Millwall away. This was a couple of years ago. Might have been, no, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago now. But it was we won 4-3 and we scored in the 90th minute. And you know what happens when there's a 90th minute goal? There's always going to be carnage and bodies flying.
Slims.
And mate, Millwall away was definitely up there.
Yeah, that is for you. That's for you all time favorite moment.
If I had to pick one,
yeah,
I'll probably go Norwich, Luke Chambers, 90th minute.
Fair. I've got to tell you.
Yeah. Go on.
Matty Cox has said Chapel's goal without a doubt. That's his favorite moment.
Shut up, Matty. I'm going to tell you a little story now. So,
go on in.
This, I go to every away game.
Yeah, of course.
One away game. This is back when I was playing football. I'd still go to away games, but there was this one game. We had a cup game, and I had to play in it. Playing Watford, and I was like, I want to go. And the manager was like, oh, we need you for the game, mate. So I was like, oh, fine. I missed this one game, and we went and beat Watford in the 97th or something minute. Richard Chaplow nets it. We go top of the league, and I missed it. And it was absolute that was carnage. That was carnage. If you go and watch the video after we've done the stream, AJ, you'll see why I'm annoyed I didn't go to the game. But that's why Coxie always takes the mick. He's like, oh, did you go Watford away? I didn't go, and I wish I did.
Well, Howard Bloom's actually piped up a little bit here and said Alex wasn't there for Arsenal at home or Watford away.
I was there for Arsenal at home.
Oh, there you go then, Howard. And Unknown ITFC said Thomas Priskin scores a belter against Arsenal.
That's Smithy. That's Smithy.
Oh, fair play. Well, like I say, so now we've had all your highs. What's your lowest? What's your very, very, very lowest moment as an Ipswich Town fan?
Oh, mate, you already know. I've already said it.
Go on, say it one more time.
I don't want to say it again, man.
Is it relegation or is it actually losing to Norwich? Which one would you say is worse?
When Closer scored that 95th minute goal, that was the lowest of lows of low of low of low. Mate, I can tell you now. Is that
worse than relegation then?
Oh, it was way worse than relegation. Way worse. Yeah. Because we thought we'd beaten Norwich in the 90th minute. Imagine Middlesbrough Sunderland, you score a 90th minute goal, they go and equalise in the 95th minute.
Listen, I'll be passed out in the stands, mate. I'll be able to pass out in the stand, mate. Oh my goodness me, I got mental.
After that game, it was a good couple of weeks. I felt so low, and I hate talking about it because Norwich fans always pipe up about it. It's the only thing they can talk about. That's definitely the lowest low. Relegation was obviously it weren't very nice either, but I think with the relegation season, we all sort of knew it was going to happen. We were in the bottom three for the majority of the season.
Yeah, I was a joke though what happened to Ipswich in that season. No, I've got to be honest.
Go on. It hurts because we got Paul Hurst in, and everyone was like, "Oh yes, new era, it's going to be good." He did well with Shrewsbury, and he just wasn't ready for the championship. And I think he did make many mistakes. He got rid of our 4 best strikers, for God's sake, and he ruined our club. He ruined our club, and that is the. I think with Mick McCarthy, I did get very toxic with McCarthy, and I think it was probably the right time for him to go.
Why was that though? Why did it get so toxic with Mick McCarthy?
I think Ipswich fans overestimated what we should be achieving. Mick McCarthy got us into the playoffs one season, and I think from then onwards, all of us as fans were thinking, "Oh, we need to be going for playoffs this year," and so on and so on. And he wasn't getting playoffs, so we were all hauling for him out, getting all toxic, and it didn't help because deep down, McCarthy's a good manager. He's a very defensive manager, though. He gets results, and as a football fan, all you want to see your club do is pick up 3 points week in, week out. Am I right or wrong?
No, I mean absolutely right. Absolutely right.
No matter how you get it, fans want to see you want to see your but I'd rather watch entertaining football. That's how I see it. With McCarthy, the majority of the football was boring. It was defensive, and I couldn't stand it. But he did well for the club. He brought us many good memories. But
of course,
we've moved on from it. And Paul Hurst did ruin our club. I think he was a big. I mean, you could say he's the reason why we're in the position we are today. But there's many reasons really, and I think Ipswich Town will get back to where we belong. I think we will get promoted this year.
Definitely.
And we need to. I think if we don't get promoted this year, I think Lambert's going to probably go, and I think the club is an absolute mess. And I don't want to see it. We've got to go up this year. This is our perfect opportunity now to show what we are made of.
I almost feel like this is like your last time you can go up, and what I mean by that is having been in the Championship with Borough for like seven years plus.
Yeah,
we every single year said this to ourselves. Oh, this year. I truthfully, if you do not go up this year, I don't see you going up for a long, long time. And I mean that. And I like Ipswich. Everybody knows exactly how I feel about Ipswich. When I went to Ipswich before, I got KFC, and all their fans, honestly, I'm not joking, I sat outside of KFC on my own, and all your fans came over. Oh, A.J.T, you're a legend for going at Norwich. Like, I am genuinely loved in Ipswich. So I genuinely like the fan base. Listen, I like Ipswich Town as a club. For me, like they are a huge club. They've got a huge history behind them, Ipswich Town.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's South Ramsey, mate. Enough said. Nothing else needs to be said but that, mate. It's that pure and simple. So for me, I do want this year. Do I think Lambert's the right man for the job? No, and I stand by that. I don't think he's the right man for the job. I don't think he's got it in him. For me, he's had 2 years, and it's like if he ain't doing it now, I don't see him doing it ever. And that's it for me. Roy Keane ruined the club, Matty Cox says. Roy
Keane as well, Roy Keane. But I think Paul Hurst massively. Look at the team we had before Paul Hurst came in. We had the likes of Joe Garner, McGoldrick. I'm not going to name every player, but we had a solid team.
Joe Garner was sick as well.
Yeah, McGoldrick. Look where he is now. Playing Premier League.
He scored against Chelsea with their Stamford Bridge.
Exactly. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and I think there will come a time. I think Town fans will get there up. You know, we've had so many downs. I think we've got to get back to ways. The ways we should.
Away last year.
Oh mate, yeah. But mate, it's gonna happen. We'll get back to where we belong. As long as we're in the
Newcastle.
As long as we're in the Premier League in my lifetime, I'll be happy.
You don't remember that, do you, Alex? There's so many birds in Newcastle, but let's move on. But listen, right, just before I touch on the YouTube stuff, right? Because like I say, YouTube and you, I want to speak about for a long, long time, if I can, half an hour or so.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask you a few more questions related to football. Name them as quick as you can. Quick fire questions for you now.
Go on.
Best pint ever at any football stadium?
Oh, the pie or pint?
Pint.
Pint. Ooh, probably Lincoln away.
Different one.
Lincoln away. Yeah.
Expensive.
To be honest, I don't tend to drink much when I go to away games because I'm always focusing on interviewing fans, and I think a lot of people know that. I really want to. I focus on my content when I go to away games, and for me, the time when I want to drink is after the game when I go out. But my best pint was Lincoln City away. Do you mean at the ground or just like pre-match?
Either or. Away day, home game, whatever.
Pre-match, had a lovely dark. I love the dark routes, by the way. Outside Lincoln's a pub in Lincoln, it was quite nice. But I'll answer another one. You didn't ask this, but the best pie I've had.
I was going to ask that one actually. The best pie.
Okay. Well, you can't go wrong with a pie, and the best pie I've ever had. If Howard's still in it, he'll know what I'm going to say.
Howard and Jason have both spoken, but I won't tell you what they've said yet.
All right, Huddersfield away. Oh my gosh, their pies were unreal. So basically, it was the 19th minute. The full whistle went. We were walking back to the car after the game. We lost 2-0. No one really cared. It was a good away day. But they were getting rid of all their pies, and they were going £1 a pie. So Griffma went and bought like 4 pies, and they're honestly unreal. Huddersfield. Yeah. I want Huddersfield to either stay in the Championship if Ipswich go up. I basically want to play Huddersfield again because I want another.
Just for the pie.
Just because of the pies, mate.
Because the pies, mate.
Unreal.
Doesn't matter about the match, mate. They just had the concourse. Just eat the pies.
Unreal.
But I will tell you what they said now. Howard Bloom said Alex doesn't drink pints, just fruit shoots. Jason said Alex gets drunk on one hooch.
He loved
it. And Howard Bloom said Huddersfield knew it. Ha ha
ha. Yeah, mate. Yeah. That was actually. I can't remember. I think that was towards the time when we would get. I think that was during the period when we were all toxic with Mick McCarthy.
Fair play.
I can't actually remember, but yeah, I went to the game with Howard, and he loved it. He loved the pie as well.
All right, 2 more. Best stadium you've ever been in for atmosphere?
What? With Ipswich or?
You can't say Norwich because I know that's what you want to say. No, best ground you've been for Ipswich. No, I mean like in terms of Ipswich and Norwich fans actually seeing towards each other for atmosphere. But I'm like best ground. I've got a theme. I know exactly what you're going to say as well, right? For the best stadium for atmosphere, but I'll let you say it. But I know exactly what you're going to say to me.
No, I don't think you do.
I think you're going to say Villa.
Oh, I forgot about them. Yeah, no, they're. Can I say 3? Because there's
3.
I'd go. Yeah, Villa. Now you've reminded me. Villa. Portsmouth, definitely. Their fans are unreal.
Okay.
And I'd have to go Leeds, and I know Leeds.
No, don't worry.
We all know Leeds have quality fans. We all know that.
Moving on quickly then. Your worst stadium you've ever been in for atmosphere?
Oh, what for atmosphere?
Yeah, worst stadium you've ever been to.
MK Dons.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I know why. Because didn't you have to sit down in that one?
They in terms of our atmosphere or their atmosphere?
No, just in terms of like overall atmosphere of the game, like actual fans, everything else.
Probably MK Dons. Yeah, because when I went there, all the fans had to sit down. Their fans weren't that loud. It weren't great, but we did win the game, to be fair. But yeah, MK Dons, I'd probably say.
4-0 written all over us just joined us as well, so shout out to him.
Big up, Tom.
I want to ask you,
in terms of the worst stadium I've been to, I'd go Luton. It is a dump.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to Luton.
I mean, disrespect Luton, mate. It's terrible. That it took me 7 hours to get there. Somebody missed the penalty, mate.
Yeah.
Nah. And Howard says Rotherham was pretty bad.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that Rotherham was pretty
90th
bad.
minute.
Yeah, Rotherham wasn't great.
So you've been to a few bad ones then.
Yeah, I have. But I have been to many good ones as well.
Yeah, fair play. And now it's like half an hour to show off. Cheers staying with us, people. Drop some likes on it as well.
Legend,
Alex,
man.
in terms of YouTube, like YouTube, is massive to you. Obviously, listen, it's massive to me as well. But for you personally, seeing you grow massively, which is true. I mean, from 2K in about 3 years' time, hitting to 13K. I mean, listen, you've smashed it. What was the inspiration for you wanting to pick up that camera for the first ever time and going, "Hello, my name's Alex Griffin. Welcome to my YouTube channel." What was the inspiration behind that?
If you want, mate, I can run you through the whole journey, just so you get an idea.
Go on.
I was about 16 years old, mate, when I really, really wanted to do it. Coming to the end of high school, I was in year 11, didn't really speak about it much. I told some of my close mates about it, but I never really had the confidence to do it. And I was really nervous about doing it. And I never really thought I'd pick up a camera and make a video.
Mm-hmm.
I used to actually get picked on at high school sometimes. And, it's not nice being picked on.
I've been through it as well.
I got picked on, but I learned to deal with it. To start off with, it was nice. Like, I didn't really know what to do, but I was year 11 at the time. At that point in high school, you sort of know how to take banter. But when it's in terms of something you want to do, like YouTube, and people laughing back at you and saying, "Oh, you won't do any good in that. It's so hard to do. There's no point doing it, Griffin." It's tough to take, because when you want to do something that much, you just want to prove people wrong. But yeah, moving on. I went on holiday to Holland with Joe Brett. He's been one of my best mates for a long time.
Yeah.
And at this point, he was making videos like Call of Duty videos, a few football videos and stuff. And we went on holiday to Holland. We used to go every year, and there was this really, really nice 3G pitch. It was like a proper training pitch. And he brought his cameras, his tripods, and he just said to me, "Griffin, you're gonna film a video," because he knew that I wanted to do YouTube. He knew knew I wanted to do it. So I sort of stepped up to the plate. I grew a bit of confidence, and this was my first ever proper video. We did a little football video. We just had shots at the goal and just had a little bit of fun. And I was absolutely, I don't know how to describe it, mate. I was really, really nervous to do it.
Of course.
Was at the back of my mind, I had, what are people going to say? What are people going to? I thought I was going to get judged and all of this stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Joe edited the video for me, and yeah, I looked back at it, and I was really, really happy with it. Obviously, looking back at it now, it's one of my first videos. I've improved.
Yeah.
But getting the response I got from my first ever video was crazy. Look, my family said it was a really good video. My friends were loving it, and ever since that day, mate, and it was 2016, I think, my first ever video. I've been going since, and it makes me really happy to think I've been able to do it for 4 years straight without having people affect me. Obviously, we'll get on to comments in a minute, like how everyone gets hate comments, and we'll get onto that. I'm sure.
Of course I do.
But the motivation for me really is my friends, my close mates, my mum and dad. Obviously, like, honestly, they're so motivating for me, because there's been a few times during lockdown, mate, where I felt really, really demotivated. Obviously, a lot of YouTubers say, "Oh, the views don't care, numbers don't matter," but when deep down, it does have a bit of an impact.
Everybody looks at the numbers. No matter what they tell you, everybody looks at the numbers.
Yeah, they do. But to me, it's not all about that. It's about enjoying it. For me, ever since that first video, I realised filming and editing was something I want to pursue. I loved it, and I wouldn't change anything for YouTube, genuinely. Yeah. And yeah, just the experiences and the memories as well I've made from YouTube. Like, I can remember it took me about a year to hit 1,000 subscribers, mate, which is for some people that's a lot of time, but for some people that's
almost like 100 a month, though, isn't it? That's 100 a month.
Yeah. So that's, for some people that's decent, but for some people that's a long time.
Yeah.
And I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I was just like, yes, I've done it. Because I can remember there was someone in high school who said to me, he used to take the piss. He was like, "Oh, you're not going to hit 1,000 subscribers," because that was the goal for me in high school. That was hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's what I want to do. That's the goal. That's the dream. and we smashed it in a year, which for me, I was pretty happy with that at the time.
Yeah, of course.
And my first ever football vlog, mate, was in, I think it was 2016 as well. It was a couple months after I actually started doing YouTube, and funnily enough, it was actually Leeds away. It was a couple of days after my birthday, and I took my big chunky camera. I've actually got it here, mate. It was this. Mate, it was this old camera. This is one of my old cameras, mate.
I do actually remember watching that vlog, to be fair. I remember watching that vlog, and Howard didn't want to go on camera, mate. I remember it.
Yeah, and the quality wasn't the best, but it was, you know, it was an experience for me. I learned a lot of things from it, and that was the first ever football vlog I did. And I realised, like, this is for me. This is what I want to do. I want to go to football games. I want to film my reaction. I want to talk to fans. And yeah, that for me was a big stepping stone in YouTube, going to football games and taking my camera with me. And I know a lot of fans don't like it. I know a lot of fans say, "Oh, why do you need to film the game?" And for me, there's fans around the world that support Ipswich that can't get to any games, and I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they're going to, but some of them have watched my videos, and some probably really, really appreciate what I do. So even if one of my videos can affect it, even if one of my videos can be seen by someone in the world that appreciates it, which I'm sure that it probably does, that makes me happy, man, because it's why I do it. I want to make people happy. I want people to enjoy the content I put out, and I've gone through a lot on YouTube, mate. I've met so many people like yourself, AJ. I've met the likes of Theo Thogden. I speak to him quite a bit. Yeah. Obviously, Offsiders boys, all of the Offsiders boys. I never ever thought from doing a football video in Holland.
Yeah.
We sat here today with 13k subscribers.
It's crazy, mate.
Knowing quite a lot of people on YouTube, it is honestly so crazy what you can get out of YouTube. And I just want to say a quick message to everyone who, if anyone is watching this that hasn't got the confidence to do YouTube, or is too nervous, or if it's in the back of their minds they're worried about what people are going to think, you need to have another think, because I definitely did after speaking to Joe. And if it wasn't for Joe, Brett, and actually someone else, Reese Wilding, a mate from high school who really supported me, if it wasn't for them two, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube. And now, being where I am, I wouldn't change it for anything, because I'm so motivated. And I know there are times where I'm not motivated, but I think lockdown has a massive impact on that, and it probably does with you. But I think once normality's back, I think life's going to be 10 times better. Everyone's going to appreciate everything.
The limb of football again.
We'll be going back to football. I'll be doing what I love again, which is interviewing fans. And I tell you what, I only started interviewing fans because of Borough Fan TV. I loved how Borough Fan TV did it. You know, spoke to fans after games, and they uploaded the clips separately. And
it was class on meeting people just like yourself. Just hearing fans' passion and that after games, it was like, it's class, isn't it? I mean, like, you know, listen, right? You must have seen it with Ipswich. Interviewing people after Ipswich win, it's like the smile on the face, the buzz, they've got the excitement. It's everything.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. Just the memories and the experiences I've made from YouTube is crazy, mate. But yeah, like I said, I love the way Borough Fan TV did it. But obviously, I wanted to put my own twist on it. I didn't want to purely copy Borough Fan TV, so interviewing football fans started for me about 2-3 years ago. Obviously the equipment's improved. I've got like proper microphones now, and you know, I just whack them all in. I like to be funny in my videos. I don't know if people know that. I like.
One of our most favorite videos of yours, mate, I run around the forest, mate, singing and dancing and that, and jumping over. Mate.
It's what happened, mate. When I'm filming, I'm at my happiest. Honestly,
that's what it's about. It's about bringing out that inner confidence, bringing out the creative side. Like you know what I mean? If somebody watches your video, they want to see the real Alex Griffin. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to see it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know some YouTubers, you know, come on camera and they're instantly fake, and I can't handle that, mate. You have to be yourself.
And they're trying to be they're trying to be someone they're not. I don't get that. So yeah, for anyone that does want to start YouTube, be yourself. I mean, obviously, when you first start, you're not going to be the most confident like I wasn't. But I think as soon as you start getting responses and support, your confidence flies. It flies up. I'm so motivated, mate. I really am. I've actually wrote some targets down for next year. to go for 20k, and I think I've got the ability to, especially if football returns. I'm just going to keep grinding it, mate. However long it takes, I'm just going to keep going at it, mate. Keep going at it.
I've got to ask as well. You know, everybody has an end goal for YouTube. I don't think even me or anyone, you know what I mean. I don't think like anybody will ever walk away from YouTube having started a channel. Like, I don't ever see you saying, right, that's it. I've had some kids and I'm going. I don't think that'll ever be the case.
No.
But what is the end goal? Like, when would you look at your channel and think, do you know what it is? I'm going to keep making content, but I'm so happy that I've actually achieved my main goal. What is your main goal for doing YouTube? Like, what is it?
You might be surprised by this, mate. A lot of us children, well, not children, a lot of us like young adults,
yes,
always want to do YouTube. Like even like a few years younger below, like 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds. A lot of people want to become successful YouTubers, and to be honest, for me, it was just to hit 100k, just to have that silver plaque.
Oh mate,
if I could get that to me would, I'd literally be so happy. I don't know. I'm speechless, mate. I don't know what I'd do, because I ever thought I'd even hit a K, let alone 100k. But it's a way away. That is a long-term goal for me. It's a dream goal, and you know, I think working with some top creators at the moment. Obviously, you know, George Achille is on 63k, Baz is on like 5k. They like getting ideas off them. They've taught me a lot on YouTube, and I'm not going to take that away from them. They've taught me so much, what I can improve, what I can do, what I'm doing well at. Little things like that do help with confidence and motivation, and they're both smashing it. And I think hitting 100k would be just a massive milestone. You know, looking at the likes of Theo as well. He's now nearly on 500,000.
Yeah,
I spoke to him about his journey, and I spoke about advice and stuff, and it's given me a lot of advice. And you know, speaking to bigger creators, it gives you a massive insight to how you can boost your audience. And I think 100k is not unrealistic. I think it's possible for me. I think I've just got to keep grinding, keep being creative, and with content, you've got to really jump on your trends. Like, I'll give you an example for the Sidemen. They copy trends off Mr. Beast. So I think jumping on trends like that is going to massively help me get towards that goal. And I think 100k would be brilliant. But if we could push on after that, who knows? Who knows,
mate? As I said to you the other day, though, private messaging you, sky's the limit for anyone out there. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, anything's possible. Nothing is impossible. I think people have proved it before.
I remember watching a guy called Vizzy. You might have heard of Vizzy, you might not have heard of Vizzy. He's a FIFA YouTuber.
Early fan.
Yeah, I watched him 3.5 years ago, right? So when Burns had the Premier League, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, I went and linked him. He had like 15k. He's now on nearly 250,000, mate. It's like these things can happen for anyone.
Yeah.
But it's about putting the work in. If you don't put the work in, you're not going to get there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I like to say, do you know what I mean? Like, I look at your channel, I look at you, and I think Alex just keeps on going. Like nothing for me. Like when I watch your channel, nothing stops you. Like, and that's how I know if you got to 13,000, because you have the attitude of you might not like me, you might not like me, but I like the stuff I'm doing, and I know I've got true people out there that actually follow me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, mate. Definitely.
That's what it's about.
I think that is what it's about. You know, people aren't. You're going to get a lot of people that don't like what you do. You know, I've had a lot, and I mean it when I say a lot of stick on you. In terms of like the way I am, the way I speak, maybe for some people the way they look, the things I do. I went to Norwich, Leicester in an Ipswich shirt, and I got absolutely annihilated by Norwich and Ipswich fans. Not Ipswich fans. Ipswich fans hated it. But for me, I think, you know, it's content that a lot of people wanted to see. It got over like 15.
I told you to do it.
I mean, it got loads of views, and obviously it's not about the views. It's about creating fun content. And for me, I loved it. It was so fun. It was just funny to do. It was funny to see Norwich fans in the comments. But like I say, you do get people that are going to type nasty things on your videos, and for me, I'm used to it. I've had it because I've had it so much. Yeah, I've learned to deal with it. I've learned to just take it on the chin, and in a way, it kind of motivates me, because I see a hate comment, I think they're taking the time and day out of their day to comment on my video. They're giving me a view on my video, and to me, it's like, They're watching the content. Let's keep it going. And maybe one day, if I do get 100K like we spoke about, that I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to, but if I do one day, then go back and look at them comments, and I'll just it's you've then sort of proved yourself that you can do it, and the people that do write nasty things on your comments, they're the ones that are going to be sitting there thinking, this guy's got 100K now.
But you can't really touch him. You can't really touch him, mate. He's too big. He's got 100K. He's ain't going to listen to you no more.
Yeah, but I think for anyone that is worried about hate comments, my piece of advice would be to just look at it. I know as hard as it sounds, you've got to try and laugh at it and just
laugh it off. Yeah, laugh it off
your shirt and move on and keep creating content. Because if one comment affects you, it's game over. It's game over. You're not going to want to create content, and I think that's where the haters do win. Me and my brother call them keyboard warriors because they sit behind a keyboard.
They're just keyboard warriors. That's it.
Now I'll give you an example, mate. There's been Ipswich fans before that have given me a load of stick on the keyboard, on their keyboards, and then at games, nothing. They say absolutely nothing, mate. And I just
crazy, mate. Silence. Yeah.
I find it hilarious. I've had
about all sorts. I've had about my weight. I've had about the way I look. I've had about the way I speak. I've had about me stutter and all sorts. And then when you go to the games, you think, yeah, but like, why on earth you walking off for? Like, where's you going? Like, actually come to me.
Yeah, and I have had a time where, things have been said at games. I've been chanted about in stands, for God's sake.
Yeah, I've had that.
It's just like, grow up, boys. Like, we're all town fans. I'm doing what I love. At the end of the day, obviously it's not a career for me, but we both get paid from YouTube. We're both getting a bit of money from something we love doing.
That's it, mate.
I don't care if people want to chant about me, go for it. It's also a bit of publicity for me,
I was about to say, mate, it's all publicity, mate.
Like, but at the end of the day, I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. I've got 13,000 people that love what I do, and
exactly, man.
I wouldn't change it for anything. They all genuinely do. They all genuinely do mean a lot to me. The fact that they subscribe to my channel, they watch my content, that's all that matters to me. And I'm happy for it, man. I'm happy for it, because if it wasn't for the people that supported my channel, I don't know what I'd be doing, to be honest.
That's great. No, it's true though. It's mental. Like I always speak about the journey. I say, if I want to go into YouTube, I don't think I'd be the same way I am now, because like I say, I was heading down a bad road, and I tell this to everyone. The road I was going on is not a road that anybody wants to experience. If I'd have stuck on that road, I don't even know if I'd be here, and that's the absolute truth about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube takes so many people from that bad place into that like a positive light. You know what I mean? And it's all about like sticking together and trying to help each other. Like, like even when you try and hit 5K, you'd FaceTime me, I FaceTime you, Alex. Any video ideas? Alex, you got any of this? Or AJ, you doing any of this? And look about you, and look about I am. I'm on 3K, you're on 13K. But I only got to 3K. You know what I mean? Without your help and other people's help, and etc. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them. Like, YouTube for me is like a massive, massive community. It really is.
It is, mate. It's massive. Like I mentioned earlier, AJ, the experiences I've gone through as well from doing YouTube.
Yeah.
So obviously, like I said, I started YouTube back in 2016. I was a really, really nervous young 16-year-old. Didn't want to pick up a camera. Didn't want to even.
Haircut.
But I wanted to do it. Yeah, had a dead haircut. Yeah, mate. I know. I still have got a dead haircut because of lockdown.
Dodgy fashion sense. Dodgy necklaces on.
But no.
Go on.
Yeah, so I was pretty nervous, and so I'll give you some examples. From doing YouTube, I've been on. The biggest one for me was going on Channel 4, mate.
I remember you ringing me and telling me, and I was so gassed for you, though.
Yeah, mate. I was like, "Is it?" I thought it was a joke. I was at work at the time. This is huge. This could be massive for me, and it did. It did boost my channel. I think I went up like 500 subscribers from going on the channel.
It's mental.
But yeah, I've been on Channel 4. I've been on radio stations. I've been in newspapers. I've been on the TV, like BBC News. If you obviously is.
You film with footballers. That's the thing. You actually film with football, like actual Ipswich Town footballers.
Yeah.
Toto.
Luke Chambers. We've built a bit of a connection there. Me and Luke Chambers, we speak to each other sometimes on Instagram, and it's just from doing this is all from doing YouTube. These little experiences, like crazy to see what can actually to see the outcome and like what you can actually get from doing it is huge. But it is hard. It's hard, and a lot of people think, "Oh, you're so lucky for doing what you do. You're so lucky for going to Channel 4." It's not. It's not luck. It's not luck. It's because I've put the work in, and
it's grind. It's a grind.
I've been uploading videos for 4 years now, and it is paying off slowly.
Yeah, of course.
If you want to, for anyone that's watching this video or stream, if you want to do something, you've got to be motivated to do it. It's exactly like a fitness journey. If you want to lose weight or if you want to get into a good shape, it's your motivation, it's your mindset. And if you want something, you're going to go for it. Like me and you with YouTube, AJ, we're both going for it, and it's paying off.
Both had incredible like moments. I mean, like me and you playing football, me and you playing Fortnite with Marvin Johnson, like flipping, what the heck?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, which kind of professional footballer just jumps on Fortnite with me and you and just talks to us casually, just as mates and that. It was like, do you know what I mean? Like doing that for me personally, this one I've had some class experience. I mean, like when we played Man City inside the Premier League, they had a team sheet and they had my YouTube channel above the team sheet talking about the Manchester City game, and I was like, how the heck am I getting the same amount of colours as the Manchester City team in that thing?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, but you know, I give everything back to everyone that follows me and that, because you know that's ultimately the people that we have to thank. But I look at you at the moment and I think on social media, you're doing numbers, and let's have it right. You're doing numbers on social media. You got your 13K on YouTube. You've
TikTok.
got your
TikTok's a big one.
Let's talk about TikTok for a second. 20K on TikTok, 20 plus on TikTok.
Yeah, 20K.
What on earth made you want to start dancing on TikTok, doing like lip syncs, and now all of a sudden uploading YouTube videos every day to it?
Mate, so for TikTok, it was purely that first lockdown that did it for me. I think a lot of people said to me, "Oh, you should get TikTok. I think you'd be quality on it." And I just never thought anything of it, mate. I thought, what is TikTok? What's the point? But when that first lockdown hit in March, I think it was about a week into lockdown, I thought, you know what? Let's have it. Let's get TikTok. So I downloaded it. I just didn't really care what I put up on there. There's loads of dancers. Me and my grandma dancing. Me and my dad dancing. Me and mum dancing. Yeah. It's just like stupid videos on it. And I just thought, what can I do to boost my TikTok audience? And I thought, what's your favourite chant? Because obviously I interview football fans and I always ask fans their favourite chant. And I just thought, let's do fun videos like that. And there was one video on there I put on TikTok and it hit 1.3 million views. And I was just like, what? How's that happened? And I was shocked. And it blew the TikTok page up, and I was, that's what started it for me. But TikTok's it's a good platform. I do like it, to be fair.
Yeah, Paul Lambert is a blue and all that. So listen, like them two fans, you know what I mean? Let's talk about them two fans for a second. Paul Lambert is a blue, cracking vocals. But moving on, right? Just before we do finish, Alex Griffin. You know, how would you, and I ask this to everybody now, how would you like to be remembered?
How would I like to be remembered?
Yes. Everybody does that. They never know what to say. They always have to think about it.
Yeah, I do. You put me on the spot here, mate. How do I like?
Even asked Frank Drew, and he said with a smile. So what's yours? How on earth would you like to be remembered, Alex Griffin?
How would I like to be remembered? I mean, I think the catchphrase that a lot of people remember me from the catchphrase, "Oh, what's your favourite chant?" But I don't know. I think I'd like to be remembered. Mate, you've really put me on the spot here. You've made me think.
No, listen, I know it's a big question, mate. It's a big question.
With a smile is a good answer, but I can't answer the same.
No.
Just I don't know. At the end of the day, man,
I would say Alex Griffin. You know, what I mean, biggest Ipswich Town vlogger there ever was.
That'd be awesome. But at the end of the day, I think I'm just a caring person. I'd like to be remembered as a thoughtful person, a thoughtful, caring person. Because I do care about people, and I do like to see people be successful at the end of the day. And like you, I support you on your YouTube. You support me, and just with everyone really. I care for a lot of people.
Since day one.
So that's how I'd like to be remembered, mate. Just a caring Ipswich fan that asks people for their favourite chants. There you go.
Just to finish off with some questions, if you want to, just from YouTube.
Yeah, go on. Let's have it. Who's got questions for us?
Jack Hunter says, "Does Alex Griffin have a tractor?"
No, mate. I wish I did though.
Sam-
Imagine whipping around town in a tractor.
I know. Imagine that. Okay, I'll put them on screen for you. That one. When do you think football will return?
Realistically, I'm saying after the vaccine, which I think for us, AJ. I mean, AJ's not keen on it, but for people our age, I've heard it's going to be March.
Yeah.
But I've heard football fans could be going back in December before Christmas.
There we go.
So, I think when do you think football will return? Properly, I think it will return maybe towards the end of the year, so April, May. Properly with full capacity.
Next season, yeah.
Start next season, maybe May if we're lucky.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if fans could go back for the end of the season to see like promotion.
Could you imagine? Picture this, right? The first game you're allowed back to is playoff final, Ipswich versus Sunderland. Could you imagine the vlog though? First game back, and it's a playoff final.
Mate, I'm actually.
Mate, I would be there, mate. I'd be in Ipswich area. I bet this is where I fitted in.
Mate.
Could you imagine the limbs right 90th minute? Chambers scores later and wins the game.
Mate,
He's gone.
Mate, I can't. Imagine that. That'd be crazy.
Could you imagine that? Oh, mental would it be?
Any more questions? Get him down.
Yes, there you go. That one. Alex, why did Hold On become your channel song?
That's what a lot of people remember me for that song. So my mate is he does graphic design and he edits videos, and it was a few years ago that was made, and he made the intro. My mate made the intro for me, and he asked me what song I wanted to be on the intro, and I was like, I don't know. So he randomly picked this song, mate, and that was the song.
You want to sing it for us?
Hold on, just a little, cause you'll find life is a riddle. Mate, then have to go listen to it. Hold on, my eyes.
Get on it. Here's one from Howard Bloom. Shout out to myself for being the first in your football vlog.
Yeah, big up to Howard Bloom, man. Leeds United away, Howard. We'll never forget it, mate. Hashtag never forget.
There you go. Matty Cox says Ipswich are linked with Van La Parra.
What? That's big. That is quite big, actually.
He came to Borough. Borough didn't ever play him.
Mate, that'd be quality. League One, that'd be quality.
Yeah, mate. I'm going to try and get some more questions that people have sent in. I'm just trying to find them.
Any questions? Down.
Nothing worse than Fulham. They only have Calappers. Fulham away is horrible. Like, it's Calappers all the way.
No, Fulham away. I do love Fulham away. It's a local game for us.
That question for you, Alex.
Shut up, man.
Why does Alex have a secret love for Leeds? Do we need to go to the VAR check in this podcast?
Shut up.
All right. Well, this one. Ask Alex about the crossbar challenge he filmed at Goals around 4 years ago.
Oh, Howard. Deleted that off YouTube.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I deleted it. Like, it must have been like soon after I uploaded it. I just thought it was crap.
Wow. Well, Joe Stewart. Yeah. Joe Stewart did join tonight, but of course, I mean, he was a little bit busy as well.
Yeah.
That's from Wilski, who says, "You've done bits, Alex. I respect your grind. Keep going. The sky's the limit."
Man, legend. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Got that one as well from Jonah Franklin Football. To be fair, no one in my school cares about me doing YouTube. Enjoy it. That's it, man. That's what it's about. Always grinding.
Definitely.
Good question there. Does Luke have YouTube?
No, he doesn't. No. Well, he's got a channel. He doesn't upload on it though. He just has it for watching me and other people.
Door on tour joined tonight as well.
Door. Mr. Door on tour.
I don't know if that's supposed to be banner or I've just seen that one.
He's the only Ipswich vlogger that is 10. He's not wrong. There is quite a few young Ipswich vloggers, I think.
What's the outro song, Alex?
Oh, it's called Falling Skies. Falling Skies. I don't know who it's by, but it's called Falling Skies. Oh no, let's not get.
Don't get into that one. I would say me as well, but don't get into that one tonight.
Right, if we go on, let's talk about
that. Which ones? That's just fun.
Oh, that's true. You know Richard, yeah? The
Yeah,
GTA,
Richie Lee.
mate, he's that is a very, very true comment. Whenever he's in my videos, he always get the score right.
There you go. Wow.
Always.
We've got that one. Cheers, Joe. Nice
Cheers,
one.
Joe. I appreciate it, man.
We'll finish up on the last question of Dawn on Tour, who says, who's your inspiration football YouTuber?
I don't know. I don't know. For me, I'd probably say all of the Offsiders boys because I watch them a lot, and seeing how well they all do motivates me as well. So probably them boys, and as well, obviously working alongside them as well motivates me as well. So they're all inspirations to me. You know, Theo as well. He's a good football YouTuber. A.J.T, obviously the boy, very good mate. A lot of people inspire me, man. But mate, I'd probably mainly say the Offsiders boys.
There you go. The offside as well. Alex Griffin, we've done an hour. I said it'd be an hour. You've opened up tonight, right? A lot of people know a lot more about you tonight, to be fair. Your relationship with your granddad and, of course, you know, I mean, your grandma as well.
Yeah.
All your favourite away days, your favourite pint at Lincoln. Even if it was a fruit shoot.
Favourite pie.
Favourite pint at Huddersfield. Your favourite moment was, you know what I mean, Chambers scoring the head, and then, of course, your worst moment was in the same game. But listen, don't go into that one.
Yeah.
Listen, it's been absolutely class having you on tonight, Alex. Proper legend.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed, people. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Much appreciated. And Alex, I'll see you tonight in Pro Clubs. Take care.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Alex. See you, man.